Welcome to the exciting new world of Palworld. This is a stream recap from Defend the Insanity streams for the previous week. Jump right into it. Let's create our world. Let's create our character. And then let's jump right into the world as we wake up to a few pals that are unfamiliar to us at this time. We go on to find a tablet that tells us the towers are the key and the tree holds the truth. So let's go out into our adventure, unlock a fast travel, the first fast travel we'll unlock, and let's pick up some resources. After picking up those resources, we can build this workbench. And the beginning of the game is just a bunch of picking up resources, as you can see clipped here. We were able to make our first pal sphere. Now that's exciting because now we get to go out and catch our first pal. Now, you see I may be crafting a few more utilities that you'll see be used on later in these clips. But we catch our first pal. We find out that we can use the club to collect what's called Paldium. We unlock a chest, Fortnite style. We start beating on this rock. And we see another subscriber name mentioned. We start with our base camp, set up camp. We go out, we use our utilities, as mentioned previously, and then we create a few more tools. We start to create our base, we start to build our walls, and then we find out that, we're too close to build the last wall. So, in frustration, I start to go on and do other things. I build some things our base needs, and then we build our final platform. We break down that wall, we build out our next 3 walls, put the door there because we can't put the door anywhere else. Build 2 window walls just for the aesthetics. And then we try and build our roof. Now, as you can see, the game refused to allow me to build this roof. Therefore, we are going to have a very open floor concept known as a skylight. And we can fast forward through the normal gameplay, we collect some resources, we go get some monsters. Build another workbench. I didn't like where it was before. Now that we've built the actual base, collect some more resources, collect some more pals. Our second pal. Move forward, we get our third pal. And then, we get our fourth pal. Just forget about that last clip. Then we move forward and we find a chest that we can't open. We keep going, we keep going. Eventually figure out that we need to eat, which is important. Then we find this. This is very cool because we can trade them into the Statue of Power, and then that can allow us to improve our catching ability on pals, so that's important for higher level pals. Eventually I come out and realize that if I just build the bottom part of the roof, we can have long roof. Alright, let's move on. Of course I make the pal build his own bed, as it should be. Go on, just another normal day. Normal activities. A lot of time spent at base in this game, a lot of resource collecting. I'm not gonna bore you with all that. Eventually we come out and we finally built our first berry patch. This is good because now the pals should be able to feed themselves. I then see this monster and consider getting this to become a pal. It is very cute. But then I see my 0.36% chances and how low level I am, and I decide to let the level 9 go for now. Just kidding. Came in, tried to give it a whack, then realized that I was not going to win, so I ran away. After recalling my pal, I just continue on, go for a run, go back up to the base, and then I just spend some more time at my base doing the normal things you should at base. After going through and realizing I'm tired of all these chickens, I decide to explore and see if I could catch another pal. Here we catch one of my favorite pals. Unlocked another fast travel. We get another chest. Then we get another pal, using some of our equipment. We get yet another new pal. Then we continue on, we keep going throughout the game, and it starts to ramp up from here. Get a few chests, and we go through to the newest fast travel point back to the base. All of a sudden, as I'm tending to the berry patch, I see that we're getting what's apparently a raid, which they've added to this game. After some intense movement, I finally make a catch on one of the pals that are attacking the base, and then he becomes mine. Fast forward here, I caught some pals. Going through, I see that we didn't do much other than just explore, catch some pals, do some normal maintenance stuff, get some resources. After going through enough resources, we start to battle some new pals. These pals kind of look like llamas or alpacas, somewhere in between. And after our fight with them, we end up in combat with one of my new favorite pals, the Nightwing. We then find an egg, and we journey on. We then come across a group of thugs, and I elect to take them out. Collect their resources, so essentially some free pal spheres. Then we see these rush boar things. Pretty cool creatures. After getting him, we collect some more resources. Unlock another fast travel, and then go back to base. At base, it's just another day at base. Upgrade the base, do what you have to, make sure your pals are okay, make sure everyone has a bed, otherwise they get restless. We then fast travel out to then immediately attack some of these creatures for some experience points. We then come back to camp, and we build the hot spring. After the hot spring is built, there's not much more to do, so we go to bed and wake up for the next day. For this day, we just spend a lot of time at camp. And after we get through most of camp, we then discover this tomb, but I decide not to go for it because I don't think I'm high enough level. But after spending some time out and about, I decide to come back and give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? So I enter in here. And we meet Katress. Now Katress is level 23, and all my pals are essentially level 11. So this goes on for a while. I try to see, since there's no time limit, just see if I can start to make any impact, but after a while of running around, I decide that we're not going to win this fight. I am at like 10 health and I gotta go. So we end up leaving. There's fast travel. Go back. And then find this guy the next day. We go through a long battle. I would like another one if I can get him. And then this is the first one I'm able to get. So I was not dead, and he is finally caught. It's just another day at camp. I've assigned him to start working for me. We now have more berry patches. We've got a few more pieces of equipment. After that, I decide to go out again, and I decide to go and challenge the first tower. Now here in this first tower, we finally meet the first boss. And the first boss creature we're gonna have to fight is Grisbolt. After a very long time, 10-minute fight, we come down to dodge, weave, start to begin to roll out of the way, rotate through our pals so that way none of them can die, give them enough time to heal, make sure they're fed. can see my shield got depleted several times. It was me making sure that all of my pals were fed. And you can see about at halfway through the time, I'm only about halfway through its health, so I'm starting to realize that I need to pick up the pace a little bit. At this point, all of my pals are low health, and I'm not sure I'm going to make it. But then down to the last minute, my Nightwing is able to finish the job. And then accept my new fast travel point and fast travel back. After coming back in for the next stream, this day was very much like every other. A lot of time spent at base and a lot of time collecting resources. After getting all the appropriate things at base, I decided to go out. And after I fast traveled, I just go out and do the normal thing. Collect more pals, get more experience. We come up on another group of thugs. Decide to take them out for their resources. We then come up and find an egg. After that, we catch a new pal. We then catch another pal. Find a new fast travel point. And then I attempt to get another one. Now I already have one, I want another one. And I overestimate how much I can take, and I get defeated. So I have to respawn. After I respawn, I come back and get my stuff. So then I come back for a little bit of revenge, come and attack these pals again. There are two of them this time, but instead of retracting my pal and letting it hit me, I use it as a shield. And not only am I able to catch the first one, actually able to catch the second one as well. We then catch another pal. Kinda looks like a dark form of Eevee somehow. After that, we fast forward a little bit. Take out some thugs. Find a chest. Then we come upon one of the wild bosses. Grin Tails just waiting for us to take him. So I initiate the battle. Much like the other boss battle we were in, it was very long. It took a lot of dodging, a lot of rotating through the pals, which is very helpful, by the way. There's no time limit on this one, which is also nice. I think he looks a little bit like the bag from one of the Ben 10 episodes with those golem creatures from Hex. But after a few attempts of trying to capture it, finally, we're actually able to capture the boss. So I now have him on my team. Fast forward here, we're able to go through and do the normal things, catch some, kill some, get some more experience. And then I come upon the first shiny I've seen in the game, which of course is a stupid chicken, but we'll take it. I don't even know what made it shiny other than it was big, but we continue on. Then we come upon a group of thugs, a thug-like camp. And then I didn't know this, but if you release the animal, the pal in the middle, you're able to actually keep it, which is very cool. So we get the pal, and then we clear out the base and move on. We get another chest, we fast travel. And the next day, we come upon a dungeon. So we go into the dungeon. In the dungeon, there's a few thugs, of course, because they're everywhere else in the game. We come across a few new pals. So we start fighting one, and then we capture this one. Fuddlers is now part of the squad. Take out a few more thugs, we go down a few more corridors. Feels a little bit like Skyrim-ish. Then we come upon what I think is what the squid looks like when it inks your car in Mario Kart, and I had to have it. So we go through this combat sequence, and we're able to get him. A Killamari, as they say. Moving on, go through some more corridors, take out some more thugs. Then eventually we come upon this cat. Now I don't know why this cat ran away from us for so long. But after the end of this battle sequence, we're also able to get it a Mal. I only realize now why they called it that after saying it into this microphone. We go to the top of this cliff, we find another egg. After we find that egg, we end up going back. Find another thug camp, release another pal. Looks pretty freaking cool. Fire Ram. I don't know what his actual name is. I tried to catch it at first because I didn't realize I caught it until I released this one. We then come back to camp, we see the egg we put in for incubations ready. We get a Pen King. And then we put the next egg in for incubation. And if you want to see what that pal is, you'll have to tune in to the next stream. Till next time. I'd like to thank you all. If you'd like to tune in and like like and subscribe. I have a 365 follower goal for the whole year by the end of 2024. Thanks. See you later.